Good day, ma'am. This is our output of our Investigram. The first day of our Investigram, we are given a chance to choose what company we want to invest. I chose AC Ayala Corporation, and this is the first day of our investment, and we had the same profit percentage, but we had different value of our shares. In the first week of AC company, I added 10 shares, so I have 20 all in all. The company is starting to gain profit, but in the second week, my share lost negative 1.26%. And in the third week, my share increased 1.67%, also in the fourth week and in the fifth week. In the sixth week of our Investigram, I sell my 10 shares, so I gain profit percentage. But in the seventh week, I lost negative 4.85%. The Ayala Corporation is moving average in technical analysis is bullish. Looking at the stock chart, we can see that it is increasing starting on October until the middle of November, but in December, it starts to maintain. So in the first day of our Investigram, we prefer to use fundamental analysis, which we can easily evaluate a security by using economic and financial factors to determine its intrinsic value. But when I learned about technical analysis, I started to use this strategy because technical analysis focuses on the study of price and value, unlike fundamental analysis, which attempts to evaluate a security value based on business results such as sales and earnings. Technical analysis tools are used to scrutinize the way supply and demand for a security will affect changes in price, volume, and implied volatility. It gave me a lot of idea on how to use stock chart and how to analyze it. This kind of activity helps me to learn a lot about investing in stock market. I admit that in the first day of this activity, I don't think that I need to learn this, but when the time I started to focus on this activity, I'm interested to learn more about investing. I want to try, but for now, my knowledge about investing is not yet 100%. I need to learn more. If I can if I can do it again, I will change on how I handle this activity. I will be more hands-on and more focused on this investing activity because I have a lot of ideas and knowledge now than before. Investment and portfolio management taught me that there is nothing wrong on taking risk, no matter how high or low it is. But one thing I know, taking high risk comes with high reward. In order for us to learn a lot more than what we knew, we should not afraid of failure. Because failure will give us a lot of lesson in our life that we can use daily. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Cindy Franca of Moneymaker Group. I'm here to present my discussion and my assessment in Unit 4. At the beginning of our investment, we decided to buy stocks that will not exceed 20,000 of total cost for us to have a remaining balance for our next transaction. We have noticed that after we made our investment, that our profit was all at the same percentage. Each of our company have different value of every shares we buy. This is our portfolio last October 11 to 17, our first day of investment. In the second week of BPI company, the profit starts to increase as well as in the third week of my investment. In my fourth week in Investagram, I have sells 30 stocks of my shares, and as I observed that my profit is lesser than my third week. In my fifth week of investment, I bought again the 30 stocks I sold last week, but the profit is still decreased in value. In my sixth week, I sell again my 30 stock shares, but the profit was still decreasing. In the seventh week or the last week of investment, I I bought 10 stock shares for BPI and I see the profit start to increase here. Its moving average in technical analysis is bullish. Starting on October 27 of 2021, the moving average starts to raise the share prices until the recent date. Therefore, the BPI experienced an upward price movement since October 27, 2021 until now. In the beginning of our investment, we prefer to use fundamental analysis, which we can evaluate the security by using the economic, financial, qualitative, and quantitative factors to determine its intrinsic value. But when we reach this unit 3 of this subject and broaden my ideas about technical analysis, I prefer using this strategy to gain knowledge in investing in Investagraph. It helps me navigate the gap between intrinsic value and market price by leveraging techniques like statistical analysis and behavioral economics. It also helps me guide what is most likely to happen in the past given information, and in technical analysis also, I can see clearly the stock chart and identify the status of the company or the BPI company. We should not be afraid to take risks in our investment. If we want to succeed, risk is necessary. Failure will teach us how to think and plan strategically. With the help of this subject, I am able to identify and use the fundamental analysis and technical analysis in real-life experience. This subject made me a trader in real life, which I'm sure I can use this in my future career. And thank you, ma'am. That's all.
Good day everyone, I am Mike Leven Ehas and I will discuss my investment in Investagram. So in my first week of investment, I bought 90 shares in San Miguel Corporation and it cost of 10,425.67 and my profit shows negative. As I observed in my week 2 of my investment, I've seen my profit is became positive. In week 3 of my investment, I bought 10 shares, total of 100 shares, and total cost of 11,620.24. As I bought the shares, my profit has become negative. As I observed in my 4th week, my profit is increased in 100 shares I bought. In the 5th week, I did not buy or sell shares because I want to observe if my profit will continue to increase. But as I have seen, my profit is decreased. In the 6th week, I observe again. I still did not buy or sell shares to observe if my profit will become positive, but it's still negative. Then because of that, I sell my 20 shares, so I have 80 shares left. In my 7th week of investment, I've seen that the 80 shares I have did not improve my profit and it's still negative. So in my investment chart using of technical analysis, it shows bearish because from November to December, it is decreasing the price.
Hello po ma'am, good morning. I am Charlie Lagdamen and my chosen company is LBC Express Holding Corporation. On the first day, I bought 100 shares of stock and the second one I did not bought because we encountered shortages by mythically unequal spending of the remaining available cash together with our government, so that cost of constantly 2022.70 in total. A starting point in this transaction, we do deficient and a portfolio to observe the changes and for in our transaction, especially my chosen company. And I take a screenshot to compare and what happened and a difference today and the other day. Some of the day shows that the profit loss and increasing. In the next day, it will be decreased. Thank you.